Last year I made a video about P.Z. Myers accusing Michael Shermer of being a rapist. The evidence was non-existent. We were meant to take P.Z. at his word. Well, that's not even accurate, as P.Z. himself was relying on the word of an unnamed woman. This was obviously problematic, as either P.Z. or the unnamed woman, if she even exists, could be lying, and Michael Shermer had no way to defend himself. Well, apart from a lawsuit. More recently, Occidental College had an anonymous online reporter rapist form. Once again, the problem with this was its reliance on the honesty of the accuser. No other evidence needed. I think it's ludicrous to assume that everyone in society is honest, not to mention mentally sound, and that such a system would not create false reports. I have also seen people naming and shaming accused rapists on Tumblr. So let me be clear here, I do not think social media, or anonymous online forums, or internet blogs, are a good way to expose your rapist. There is really only one proper way, and that is to go to the cops. The system is not perfect. Sometimes guilty people will get away with their crime, and sometimes innocent people will be found guilty, but it's vastly fairer than public witch hunts on the internet. But the case I am about to present is a little different.
I recently found out where a former teacher of mine has been working, and before I was thinking of reporting her for the abuse that she had done to me since I was 12 years old, but I decided that that's not possible, because when I looked it up, it said that the statute of limitations has already run out, so she gets away with everything that she has done. So I decided I'm gonna call her to get some answers from her. She works at the Alhambra school district or whatever, some high school, as an assistant principal, by the way. She's no longer a teacher. So I'm going to call her right now and see what happens.
Good morning, Alhambra School speaking.
Hi, may I please speak with Andrea Carosa?
Let me transfer you to her office. Please hold.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Student Services.
Hi, is this Miss Cardosa?
No, this is Denise. How can I help you?
Oh, is Miss Cardosa available?
May I ask who's calling?
Jamie?
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 Let me see if she's available. Just a moment.
Thank you. Where is it? Hold on.
Good morning. How can I help you?
Hi, is this Miss Cardosa?
Yes.
The Miss Cardosa that used to work in Moreno Valley?
Well, it depends on what part of Moreno Valley. I mean, what, yes.
Is it Valverde School District?
Yes.
This used to work at Chamala?
In Riverside, yes.
Okay. This is Jamie. You're an assistant principal, huh?
Yes.
So what happens when a student comes in and says that they're having sexual relationship with a teacher?
Then I would involve law enforcement.
So how is that any different from what you did when I was at Chimawa Middle?
It's not.
So why are you excluded from the law? I mean, why did you do that? Why? I was only 12 years old when I met you. Do you realize that you brainwashed me and you manipulated me, and that what you did was wrong?
Yes. And I regret it.
Do you know that I am completely messed up? That I have so many issues because of you?
I just wanted to help you.
How is having a sexual relationship with a 12-year-old student helping?
That wasn't anything that I intended. I don't even know what happened.
It's completely shocking to me that you are an assistant principal. Are you doing this with other students too? Is that how you help them?
No. Not at all.
You ruined my life. You ruined my childhood. Do you realize that?
No.
You sicken me. You sicken me. And every day when I think about what you did, you sicken me. I have kids of my own, and I'm the age now that I pretty much met you at. And I could never think about doing the things that you did. You should be so ashamed and so disgusted with yourself.
I am. I am.
How fucking dare you?
I regret it every day. Every day.
You're disgusting. Bye. That's the number that I called. 626-943-6910. And I am shaking like a leaf. Not an I'm sorry or anything, just she regrets it. The words from a teacher, from an administrator. Somebody that's working with your kids. In Alhambra, in California, this is what she's getting away with because of the statute of limitations. Does that seem right? Do you want this person who just admitted to doing these things to me? Do you want this person around your children? She's helping them. Wow. Unbelievable. After all these years, I've been waiting to get some answers, to get some sort of justice. And now it's too late because I waited too long to realize unbelievable. Andrea Cardosa from Moreno Valley abused me when I was going to middle school, when I was 12 years old, when I went to Chamawa Middle School in Riverside, California. And the abuse went on for years. She manipulated me. She brainwashed me into thinking that I wanted some sort of relationship when I didn't. And I think about it now and it's like, what the hell? There's not really much more to say. I just hope that people share this video and she gets what she deserves. she shouldn't be around children or anywhere near any kind of child. She ruined my life. Why should she get a life? She needs to be stopped.
As I said, I do not think social media or internet blogs are the best place to name and shame an accused rapist, and normally I would not include a clip containing the name of the accused. But this case is a little different as it contains a confession. The other interesting thing about this case is that the rapist is a woman. Anyone who has taken the time to look around my channel will see that I have more than a few videos exposing female sexual predators. Something that society is still not willing to admit, or at least will excuse away. Take this comment left on a recent video for example. Quote, "I mean, for a second there you really had me thinking you might actually be someone dangerous, what with your rape porn news clips and weird humor." End quote. To this I replied, "So you are referring to news clips of female pedophiles as rape porn? Kind of makes me question what type of human being you are. Are you suggesting that it's the female pedophiles who aren't important, or just their victims? Or maybe this is just a sorry attempt at shaming language, implying I somehow get off on those clips? Either way it's pathetic." He then replied, quote, "Yes, I am implying the material you present is what some men will use to get off. It's inflammatory, sensationalistic and gratuitous. All you do is establish that women do in fact commit certain forms of violence, which would have necessitated nothing more than one well-documented example for each instance and only a moron would have argued against in the first place. What you're doing is appealing to the sensibilities attracted by tabloid journalism to create the impression of prevalence of female perpetrators for this type of violence. This requires credible data sets or studies, not sitting through long videos depicting and discussing abominable crimes. Yeah, it's just not porn, it's misleading." End quote. To this I replied, "The reason I think it's important to discuss female sexual predators is because they are never taken serious by society, and if they even go to trial will have excuses made for them, and are unlikely to serve any time. If you think there isn't a huge double standard when it comes to male and female sexual predators, then you are fucking blind. And I guess that also makes you a rape apologist. As for my use of numerous examples, the reason is simple. If I had used just one, people like yourself would be calling it a one-off. I was making the point that it's more common than you think. Just one question though, and this is an important one. When was the last time you criticized a feminist talking about male sexual predators in the same way? So let me be clear here. I do not hate women. I do not think that all women are evil. But I do think it is important that we, as a society, acknowledge that both men and women are capable of both good and bad. That both men and women can be sexual predators, or victims. That both men and women are capable of being violent, or the victims of violence. We already have society telling us in a deafening voice every day that men are victimizers and women are victims. I am just attempting to even the scales a little and present reality. Society has no problem believing that men are capable of doing evil, but present evidence that women are capable of the same. Oh boy, look out, you're about to be hit by abuse and shaming language. Not that it bothers me. But ignoring, or excusing that women are capable of evil only allows women, like the teacher in the video, to get away with their crimes. And I seriously doubt that the woman in the video is her only victim. Anyway, what do you all think? Just a quick note guys, if you have sent me a private message, and I have not responded, I apologize. I will get to each of you as soon as I can. You have not been forgotten or ignored.